The outgoing Swiss ambassador to Ghana, Simon Giga, says the president of Ghana is too powerful, and so we should amend our constitution to place limits on the powers of the president.
My guy, I beg, if you see this video, share them. It is time for Ghanaians to come together and arrest President John Mahama and his brother Ibrahim Mahama.
All Nigerian artists were leaving Ghana. Tell you. Everybody. Most. Like, it was very fun, was it? Really? It's calm, yeah, some people show love, but breeze there.
So, the government of Switzerland, under the personality of the ambassador of Switzerland in Ghana, had something very, very worrisome to say about the constitution of Ghana. Maybe based on foreigners and foreign investors and all that. And a Ghanaian came out to educate her. I've also got Black Americans who have come out as well to tell us how distinctively Ghana has changed the mindset of they as Black Americans based on what they used to know and understand about Africans. But going to Ghana, amongst all the countries in Africa, Ghana changed that. You're also going to hear the passing of one Ghanaian, athlete who was one of the strongest men who passed. May his soul rest in peace, as well as other interesting perspective experience of foreigners in Ghana. So I'll let you watch these videos, even though Bronies spoke in tree and had something to tell us. So listen, pay attention to details. Don't forget to like, share, and stay subscribed on here. We show everything Ghana to the world, and for more reasonable people, responsible people to identify with the country, invest with the country, to building a stronger nation, and also to expose how Ghana is taking both steps and measures from what we're going to see here as well, to making sure that the country is developing, is building strong financial bonds, financial standing, and relationship amongst themselves, within themselves, and outside the world. So watch this video patiently to the end. Don't skip any part. You don't want to miss out. Like, share, and stay subscribed. I will see you at the end. Let's watch.
Sad news just in. Winner of the 2023 Ghana's Strongest competition, Godfred Akolbila, has reportedly passed away after a short illness. The 36 years old fitness icon, who was affectionately called the homeboy or the Braveheart, was celebrated across the fitness fraternity for his tenacity and finesse, especially for winning the Ghana's Strongest competition after 7 attempts. I mean, our heart goes out to the family, deepest condolences to his family, close associates, and the entire fitness and strongman community. May Godfred's soul rest in peace.
So I'm back from Ghana, and the differences between our two countries and the danger that our country is in could not be more apparent. And this idea that Africans don't like Black Americans or don't see us as a part of them, Ghana just sinks that shit like the Titanic. They're so open to us. They call us brother. They literally say, welcome home. When I went to Elmina, the fact that I'm Black American got me so much compassion. They family, y'all. And I went all over Ghana. This wasn't just me being in one city coming to a conclusion. I went from Accra to Cape Coast to Elmina to Tamale up north to the city of Wa to Mole and back. When I tell you that there is no equivalent of the kind of political, combative, vitriolic dialogue that we're having in this country, it's just absent. I didn't realize how much I think about perhaps being involved in an active shooting until I went to a place where that was literally not a possibility. You see, most Americans don't know about the Global Peace Index. It is this database that tracks how violent and prone to crime a country is and how safe you actually are. And out of 163 countries, America ranks 132nd. Was Ghana rank? 55. Those are just numbers. But you don't really understand the difference between 132nd to 55th until you really do a vibe check. I mean, the only 3 African countries that rank above Ghana are Mauritius, Madagascar, and Botswana. And the only Western country that ranks below America is Israel. And every country that is an active war zone is pretty close to where we are. Like going there, there's no question that America's more advanced technologically when it comes to like how often your internet works and the sanitation of the water and how often they pick up trash and how well the roads are like paved, right? But Ghana is more advanced socially. There are pockets of different languages, different religions that in the American context you would think would be at war. No, sir. People are getting along, there is harmony, and because of that harmony, there is safety. The social cohesion in Ghana compared to America is off the charts. The value-added interactions, the positivity, like you can smile at anybody, they'll smile back. Like you can ask anybody for help, they'll try to give it if they speak the language. Just the way in which you could feel the friendly vibe, the way in which people are like holding hands, even men, heterosexual, sexuality is not in question. It's literally about the bonds between folks. they're killing this part of the exam. We are failing so miserably. And don't make any mistakes. There are parts of Africa that are experiencing poverty to a level that would shock your Western sensibilities. So then the next question is, so how are they surviving? Nobody starving, ain't no ribs showing. The land of Africa itself provides. I mean, literally, people be in the villages. There's always some goats. You know who's cooking the jollof rice. You know where the chickens is at. There's always eggs. There's always fruit. I'm talking about fruits that you don't even see here. Like when they selling them by, like you don't even know what they are. When you go down to the south in Cape Coast, the ocean provides. They're selling things that you would never think to eat, and they're selling things that you would love to eat. There's always something to sustain yourself on in land that just sprouts this rich food like the land of Africa. I'm going to say this again. If you love infrastructure, Ghana's a fixer-upper in some places. There are ways that we need to invest in like water sanitation and pipes and like, you know what I'm saying, roads and like picking up trash, right? But those problems are getting solved actively. Ghana is a land that's on its way up. America, yeah. But you got to adjust your lens of how you look at Africa, because what you're looking at is a place that survived an apocalypse. The slave trade was an apocalypse. Colonization was absolutely an apocalypse. Have you noticed there's no apocalypse movie set in Africa? Because apocalypse movies are Westerners' greatest fear. What's going to happen if the bridges and the phones and the heating and the refrigeration don't work? Africa should get cut off, and then they figure it out, and then it get cut back on again. Like, they're calling us out on how we lose our peace when we have poverty. Having been to Ghana, it's clear to me now. Material wealth is not the path to peace or freedom. Freedom is literally in kindness. It's in connectivity. It's like the safety that people provide because they understand that everybody is in this together. When you look at the political situation, they all love the president, John Mahama. I haven't heard one bad thing about him. They say he's facing challenges, but generally, Ghanaians believe in their president. Things are different here. But if you think that freedom is brandishing a gun and arming yourself against your neighbors and living like a billionaire and having all your money going right, it shows that we are so gravely on the wrong path. Ghana makes you want to get to know your neighbor, makes you want to smile at people, makes you want to figure out how to like be food secure without the government. You know, it makes you want to return to the kindergarten values of decency, because in aggregate, there's so much freer than we are. I'm Theo E.J. Wilson. Until next time.
The system will crash if Ghana keeps 50% of cocoa beans locally to be processed. Not only to Ghana, all the 4 countries that have been coalition: Ghana, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, and Cameroon. Let's go to details. You see this beautiful chocolate made in Ghana. The factories available to process these things are not existing. 50% is a lot. Okay, how do we do this? Why should Ghana also go to borrow money, millions of dollars, to come and fix factories? I don't expect that to be done. For national pride, I believe there should be what we call SPO floated. Ghana Cocoa Processing Company already has been floated. The IPO was floated 2003. That is the initial public offer. It's already done in 2003, where some few people bought shares. And as I speak to you right now, Ghana has about 90% of that shares. Why shouldn't it be secondary public offer? SPO should be floated. Raise chunk of money. Millions of dollars can be raised from that SPO, where Ghanaians themselves buy these shares. Foreign investors come to buy these shares when they hear that Ghana is about to start processing this. It's a mega industry. People will come to buy those shares. And if they buy, you can raise raw capital, raw cash. And also 20% of that share should be given to the farmers. What do I mean? Why should African farmers be poor? They shouldn't even be poor. They shouldn't even be average people. They shouldn't. They have no reason to be average. They should be like the European farmers. Yes. So if 20% is given to them, that means the system is going to function the way it should function. That is my suggestion. And I respect the Minister of Food and Agri in Ghana, the Minister of Finance, the President of Ghana. It is a fantastic idea. Every stakeholders involved is a fantastic idea. But I believe instead of going to borrow money, we should float SPO, which is the secondary public offering for people to buy shares in these mega lofty ideas, build these factories, employ Ghanaians, and let the farmers enjoy 20% of this beautiful idea. By so doing, there will be a robust takeoff in Ghana economy, not only in Ghana, with all the coalition that we are having, which is Nigeria, Ghana, Ivory Coast, and Cameroon. It is my little, and to all the countries involved in this is my suggestion. It might make sense, it might not make sense. But if it makes sense, or if you have other economic analysts, let them come on board. Let's brainstorm. It is for the development of Africa. Remember one thing, that the law is the law.
Ghana ma, arentia mukunu bafia, omuse mundidia, etumi hamosa, me pese me bisase, eye tambia nase se komodo no ana se, mujene se aye mutrafa babiana, munyimano.
First of all, finally, President Mahama has said something that a lot of us has been noticing in the national team for a very long time. And this is what he had to say. During the World Cup, our players couldn't sing the national anthem, whilst other players from other countries sang with pride, which is the truth. Like, say, when the 26 players are lying, if they are saying, like, only 2 or 1 will be singing, including the players that grew up in Ghana. Like the national anthem, no, is it like some Chinese lyrics that you guys cannot sing? And it is true, they don't just sing it. And they think that, putting their hand on the chest, keeping a straight face, is like some aura family. You don't have any aura. Sing the national team with pride. Let the younger ones, know that singing the national team comes with pride. Then they'll put their hand on the chest, they do the face like this. Not be any aura your family. You sing the national anthem. I think President Mama is right. Even if they don't grow up in Ghana, national anthem, 1 month, you know how to sing it. Yeah. So it should be mandatory. They should be singing it.
Hey guys, so this is like 12:30 in the morning, and I'm with Daddy. Actually, while I'm at home, I told you that Daddy doesn't sleep until like 4 a.m. in the morning, and this is like past 12, and he's still not even feeling sleepy at all. Daddy, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
Jesus.
This is shocking.
Why Daddy go sleep? Where Bible say there is no sleep, there is no peace for the wicked. You never read that for Bible. Bible say there is no peace for the wicked. And you want me to do sleep? How? How now? Even me, when I be citizen, I never sleep. President wants to sleep. How? Not the way citizen sleep. President go take sleep. Citizen don't agree close 1 eye. Self darkness of 2 eyes. You say me Daddy go sleep. Daddy sleep for where? Try and sleep now. Daddy will sleep.
God have mercy upon us.
Okay, so Ghana just began a major conversation that could reshape the future of the country's financial sector. Let me explain. You see, the Financial Architecture Summit is bringing together banks, regulators, fintech companies, and industry leaders to discuss the next generation of Ghana's financial system. Now, let me make you understand this better. You see, this summit is organized by the National Banking College and has brought together key figures in Ghana's financial and technology sector, including the Minister of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, Honorable Samuel Nate George, and the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Pandit Esiama, alongside other leaders from the banking and fintech industry. Now, here's what most of you need to know. You see, this summit is focused on one major question: how can Ghana build a stronger, safer, and more innovative financial system for the future? Now, the summit comes at a time when financial sector is rapidly changing, driven by digital banking, mobile money, fintech solutions, and emerging technologies. Now, one of the major discussions will be how regulators and financial institutions can keep up with the growth of digital finance while ensuring security, consumer protection, and stability. But one message from the Minister of Communication stood out. Addressing the fintech companies, banks, and technology partners, Samuel Nate George challenged innovators to design financial products for the ordinary citizens, including those who have traditionally been left behind by complex financial systems.
You're building the products that will decide whether this new architecture holds. And so I want to challenge you today, respectfully but firmly. Innovate for the customer who has never set foot in this hotel, not the investor sitting across from, not for the investor who is sitting across from you. The investor must not be your primary target. It is the customer, the ordinary citizen of Ghana. That must be your primary concern. Designed for the woman who cannot read the terms and conditions in the documents and products that you offer, not only for the ones who can. Build systems that fail safely, explain themselves when something goes wrong, and treat a customer's money with the same seriousness that you would apply to your balance sheet at an AGM. A financial product that is elegant for its shareholders but opaque for its users is not innovation. It is simply risk that has been repackaged and giving a better income. And that will not be acceptable under the reset agenda of President John Dramani Mahama.
Now, industry leaders are expected to examine challenges around cybersecurity, banking innovation, financial inclusion, and the future of financial services in Ghana. Now, this summit will create a platform for key players, including banks, fintech companies, policymakers, and technology providers, to discuss the policy and systems needed to support Ghana's evolving economy. And as more Ghanaians move towards digital payments and online financial services, experts say the country needs a financial framework that is not only modern but also resilient enough to handle future challenges. So now the big question is, can Ghana build a financial system that could compete with global standards while making financial services more accessible to ordinary citizens? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and repost this video for more content like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the vibrant country of Ghana. Ghana is located in West Africa, bordered by Côte d'Ivoire to the west, Burkina Faso to the north, Togo to the east, and the Gulf of Guinea to the south. It is widely known for its rich culture, history, and as the first African nation to gain independence in 1957. Today, Ghana is home to more than 34 million people. The landscape is diverse and breathtaking, from the savannas in the north, the lush forests in the central region, to the beautiful beaches along the southern coastline. The country covers an area of more than 238,500 square kilometers and is known for its mineral wealth, including gold, cocoa, and oil. The capital city, Accra, is a bustling hub of culture, commerce, and innovation. Here you can explore colorful markets, lively festivals, and historic landmarks such as the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum. Ghana thrives on agriculture, mining, tourism, and a growing services sector. Each year, visitors are drawn to its warm hospitality, cultural richness, and natural beauty. Among the most iconic destinations are the historic Cape Coast Castle, the breathtaking Lake Volta, and the colorful streets of Kumasi, the heart of the Ashanti Kingdom. Ghana is also a paradise for food lovers, from savory jollof rice and banku to delicious kente-inspired dishes enjoyed across the country. With its rich history, diverse landscapes, and warm people, Ghana offers an unforgettable journey, a place where tradition, modernity, and natural beauty come together beautifully.
One iconic song from every country. Day 22, Ghana. Akwaba, Vohotesen, Happy Independence Day.
Everybody, most like it was very fun. Was it really? It's calm, yeah, some people show love, but breeze there. You feel me?
Don't be lying, fresh air.
I remember I watched my
W's.
Watch it good.
What's up? Sorry, sir. I've always been wondering about who named 30BG 30BG? You remember?
It's from this If. From my song If now. 30 billion from that account. So one of my guy was just like
The outgoing Swiss ambassador to Ghana, Simon Giga, says the president of Ghana is too powerful and so we should amend our constitution to place limits on the powers of the president. In the same interview she did with the City Breakfast show, she described the constitution of Ghana as dated and transitional. First and foremost, someone should tell that white woman she should finish her Kofi Brokuman real quick and leave the country. Nobody cares about her opinion on our constitution. Second of all, it is very, very obvious she has not read the entire constitution of Ghana because she will not be talking the way she did. The constitution of Ghana is not a transitional constitution. If you've read the constitution of Ghana, you know that the constitution has articles from 1 to 299. After that, there is 2 schedules in the constitution, one of which is called First Schedule Transitional Provision. That provision was put in the constitution to provide a blueprint for us transitioning from a military governance to a constitutional governance. That transitional provision, most of it expired after 6 months because it was supposed to provide a buffer for what we are supposed to do when we are transitioning from one form of government to another, right? Anybody who knows the Constitution of Ghana well knows this. Three, she also talked about the fact that we need to amend our constitution. People are always talking about amending our constitution. We even have a commission right now working on our constitutional amendment. We have not even exhausted the provisions in the 1992 constitution. We don't even apply them. The amendment is not going to change anything. We have things in our laws that prescribe what is supposed to be done, and we don't do them. And we are talking about constitutional amendments. Amendment my foot.
My guy, I beg, if you see this video, share them. It is time for Ghanaians to come together and arrest President John Mahama and his brother Ibrahim Mahama. Because what these two people are doing inside this country, some of us, we don't understand. You and me, we all know say, when you vote for an African man to come be president, what they can't do is say, come to steal and destroy and make themselves rich. Yo, we vote for Jomama. It is 1 year, 5 months now. The man never borrowed money from any place. But still, look at the work. Look at this way Jomama they do around. If I may ask, is Jomama a white man or a black man? Because what Jomama is doing, it is only white people that they can do it. Yo, second one, Ibrahim Mahama. You don't want to be like Dangote. Government give you contract, go mine gold. You mine the gold finish. Send the gold to abroad and go and sell it and make yourself rich. Ibrahim Mahama returned the gold to Gold Board. Said they return the gold and they support Ghana economy. Ooh. Hey! If I may ask, is Ibrahim Mahama be a black man or a white man? Because what these two people are doing inside this country, black man can't do it. I am telling you, we vote for many people in this country and we know their character. So what they are doing, they wonder us.
So Charlie, I am happy with what the president is doing. Look at what that young man said, that they should arrest the president and his brother because of all these same things I have showed here that the government of Ghana is doing differently. Ghanaians are doing differently. Based on tourism, based on culture, based on the development, based on the government project infrastructures, name them, mineral resources, finance. Oh, Charlie, this one sweets me. Oh. When I look at Ghana, I always smile because there is hope. Some people will say, I wish I'm a Ghanaian. I wish I'm a Ghanaian. I don't want to use that language, I wish I'm a Ghanaian, because I did not choose, by myself to come from Nigeria. I was born into Nigeria. But if it's where that people used to choose, where will you come from? Me, I would choose Ghana. I would choose Ghana. And you guys see, when I listen to my brother Davido, enjoying himself and eating, having the best of his time in Ghana, he mentioned as well that Ghana is better off. Ghana has showed him love. Ghana has contributed to Nigerians, both their artists and their entertainment, industry in general, vice versa. I will understand that Ghana is giving me hope. Ghana is giving me hope, you guys. Anyways, what do you make of this video? Because I listened to that part from Nigeria and I'm like, it's well. It's well. Let's talk in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and stay subscribed. I'm sure gonna see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.